How's it going, guys? My name is Ted, and as is standard now for my videos, I want to apologize for the video quality. I'm getting my camera, I'm getting my mom's camera. I'm actually going home this weekend, and hopefully I'll be able to bring a camera back to college with me, so I'm looking forward to that. Until then, I'm using my Galaxy Note 2 or my webcam, one of the two. This time I'm using the Galaxy Note 2 to record, so bear with me for that, and on to the topic, guys. So, as a bunch of you guys know, I'm sure, T-Mobile recently changed a lot of their plans, and basically the whole way they run their company now has been completely changed, and for me, I think it's for the better. I'm actually with T-Mobile, so first-hand experience right here, guys. They've slashed the prices down quite a bit. They've made family plans a lot cheaper. They've made truly unlimited plans a lot cheaper, and it's kind of a prepaid carrier now. They don't let you use contracts anymore, so like we have contracts, we got grandfathered in, but those are ending at the middle of next year for us. And after that, after everyone's 2-year contract right now expires, there's no more contracts. They're not doing that stuff anymore, which I think is going to have a lot more implications further down the road than it does right now. I think that at&t, Verizon, those are all American carriers, keep in mind. They're bigger than T-Mobile, and I think that right now they're just kind of shooing it off as no big deal, but I hope to see T-Mobile gain a lot of traction from this. It's really a big pain having to sign on to a 2-year contract. A lot of people out there, they'll sign on to their 2-year contract, and because they're locked into that 2-year contract, even if they have horrible reception or they're paying too much money, no one's going to pay that $300 early termination fee and switch to another carrier. It's too much trouble. It's too expensive. Ain't nobody got time for that. It's too much. It's too much of a frustration, and that's where they get you with these 2-year contracts. They're really snookering you if they get you in the 2-year contract and you're not happy because you're kind of in a pickle. There's nothing you can do. And with T-Mobile completely erasing those 2-year contracts, it's making it a lot easier for people to say, hey, I like this company, but maybe I don't get good reception. Maybe I'm going to California for a month, or maybe I'm going overseas, and I can drop them whenever I want to. I don't have to stick with them and keep paying for service that either maybe you're not using, maybe you don't get good coverage, or maybe you're just paying too much for. And that's definitely not the case with T-Mobile. I don't think anyone can argue for paying too much for T-Mobile's coverage. It truly is unlimited for $70 a month, which is pretty awesome. And they've got a bunch of other plans that include unlimited data, but it caps your high-speed data at a certain point, which kind of sucks. One other thing that was easily looked over for T-Mobile when they did their big March 26th announcement was that they introduced a lot of LTE networks. They introduced 9 LTE cities that are covered by 4G LTE, which is incredibly fast. I was hearing download and upload speeds of, I think, 30 megabits down and like 10 or 15 up, which is pretty incredible. Theoretically, we can get that with the current HSPA plus 42 networks, but that's theoretical, and we all know that never actually happens. You'll never get those theoretical speeds that they promise. Those are kind of just numbers to look really good. So T-Mobile, as it stands right now, is kind of the best carrier. When they start rolling out LTE to more cities, they're going to have LTE backed up by HSPA plus, backed up by 3G, backed up by the slowest, which is 2G. No other carrier has that. I think the best after that is Verizon, and Verizon's got their 4G LTE backed up by a very, very slow 3G backed up by, I don't think Verizon has 2G anymore. I think they've completely gotten rid of 2G. So T-Mobile's got some great coverage now. Some great networks. They don't have very good coverage. They've got some great networks, they've got some great prices, and they've got incredibly high-speed internet, and I just want to see it spread more often. I think that with the biggest complaint from T-Mobile is their customer service is one. They've got really bad customer service, but also they've got really bad reception, and I'd like to see them increase reception. Right now they're going for population, which is a lot of the big cities, which is good. It's a good place to start at. But I'd like to see them increase to highways, increase to these small little towns. Whenever I'm going down the interstate, going from college back to home, I'd like to stream music, and I simply can't do that because I've got such slow internet connection. 2G internet is it's horrible, and I'd like to see them increase that to HSPA plus or 4G LTE, completely blanketing the entire nation. When they do that, T-Mobile will gain a lot of subscribers, and I just don't think there'll be any competition. I think T-Mobile's got the price points right now at a great point. I think they've got bad customer service, so they need to change that, and I think that they've got some great networks and some great ideas, and I really, really, really like that no contract thing that they're focusing on. I think that they're the most moral company. I see Verizon out there charging way too much I see AT&T and Sprint making these really false claims on TV, like, world's biggest 4G network. That's not true. Verizon's got the best 4G network. At least T-Mobile doesn't claim to have that. They've got the 4G, not 4G LTE, so they get you on a technicality there. But the whole thing's interesting, guys. The major implications for this is I'd like to see AT&T, Verizon, and Sprint, the other three major carriers in the United States, I'd like to see them go to no contracts as well. I'd really enjoy seeing it get to the point where everyone's paying just for the service they want, and if you don't like the service, you switch carriers. That's a lot better competition, in my opinion, than having these 2-year contracts. It really negates competition when you've got to stick with this guy for 2 years. I don't know how that ever passed through the FCC. Nowadays, I don't think that would, if that happened nowadays, but back in the day, I guess it did, so we're stuck with it now. I'd like to see that thing changes. Let me know your opinions in the comment section down below. What do you think of 2-year contracts? Are you stuck with one right now that you want to get off of, or are you rocking T-Mobile like me and you're off those contracts? I'm really glad I'm at T-Mobile. I highly suggest you get there too. Unlimited data, if you're in an area that has coverage, it's the best option out there as far as the United States. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you have any questions that I might have skipped over, let me know it on there as well. I always respond to the good comments. Any questions you guys have, I appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing to my channel and clicking that like button. It helps you out quite a bit, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.